look at us as far as what they listen to, and they were really surprised that we dug that record.
Yeah, what are your influences? Tell me where it goes back to.
I'm influenced by
Getting dropped
Boris
on the
Karloff, Lon Chaney, Bela Lugosi, the man, the myth, probably one of the greatest actors of all time. Comic books.
Oh, who's not, man?
And I don't know, man. As far as bands, first 4 Kiss records, the original Alice Cooper lineup, Misfits, the Ramones. We're all pretty much straightforward Ramones fans. A lot of New York stuff. White Zombie, all the way back to the beginning, even the initial stuff that they did.
This is Chris Lee, and I would say, I agree with everything John Jano said, especially bands like The Damned. I saw them Tuesday night in Tampa with the Misfits, with Marky Ramone on drums. We have a merch page on our site, which has become like a who's who of punk rock. We have everybody with our shirt now. We hung with Marky for an hour and a half Tuesday night, and we gave him a copy of the CD because I want to live by the Ramones, and we wanted him to hear it because we played with him 2 summers in a row, and he gave us a lot of advice in the beginning, especially me as a drummer. And he said, "Oh, it's my favorite Ramones song."
And the funniest thing was we played with him in Miami at Churchill's, and we got there.
99 and 2000.
We spoke to his booking agent. His booking agent was like, "Oh, it's booked. Guys in New York, go play the show." We got the Churchill's. They're like, "Who are you?" He's like, "No, let the kids play."
How many bands can say they played with an inductee of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
And he actually asked Chris, "Do you want me to move my drums so you can play your gig?" I thought that was amazing. I was like, "You're Marky Ramone."
I was like, "No, you're Marky Ramone. I will play in front of you with no stage room whatsoever."
Wow.
I mean, I grew up watching these guys on MTV every day of the week, singing these songs as a little kid. All right, also I'd say influences like you were talking about before, TSOL, Alkaline Trio, probably the best band in America right now. Independents, who are like a horror ska band from North Carolina. Joey Ramone managed them. They're insane. Just anything that's like got its own vibe to it that's, original, because I see a lot of pretension out there today and it just makes me sick. There's many bands with makeup and I'm like, why are you wearing makeup? There's a whole message here and there's a whole thing that goes with it.
It's the almighty Nicodemus. I bought my first record when I was about 5 years old. I went to a store in Long Island, New York, and it was Kiss Alive 2, and I opened up the gatefold cover of the record, and I was just like, what the hell is this? And I was like, this guy's the man. And I look up to a guy like that, and it's pretty crazy in the sense of I was like 5 years old, and I look at this guy, and I'd be like, this guy's insane. This guy's amazing. Like, I totally looked up to this guy, and at the same time, I was 5 years old, and I'd have Kiss posters on my walls. And I had this little flash, like little fish tank in my room with a light in it, and it gave off like a glare on the side of the wall. So he was like laying down in my bed, and I was this little kid, 5 years old, sleeping. I'm seeing Gene Simmons practically looking at me, and I'm like, this is fucked up, just crazy, just whatever. But I look up to a guy like that, and being a little kid, I looked up to him, but like I was scared.
There was a fear factor there as well, though.
The guy that I feared, like I totally was like, totally just
you are
being
what
into
you fear.
Ramones, Misfits. First couple early Kiss records, couple Ramones records, Life of Agony, Corrosion of Conformity as far as punk rock, first 2 COC records.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, you get into the stuff before people get stale, and you're into their early.
We're the kind of people that buy the record and make the band a buzz band or a cult or a big band. We're there like spreading the gospel way before the mainstream is. I've always been like that. I'm on the cutting edge. Alkaline Trio, I was talking about them 2 years ago. Where they're now one of the biggest bands in the world.
What about you, Mr. Gory?
I'm going to say probably like Faith No More, and I listen to a lot of Tomahawk now, and I just really think Mike Patton kind of has his own thing going on.
Deadsy's a really good band.
Deadsy's good. Life Agony. Always listen to Life Agony.
And the bottom line is Ian was home. Well, he was here for one day the weekend that they came through Florida with Good Charlotte, and we set up a day to go to Solid Sound Studios. He did the bass tracks there in about 4 hours. The rest is history, and you can hear it now.
Solid Sound.
This is DBY in
Cobwebs.
Studios Indigo's local Cobwebs.